Alrighty then, folks. I have done what I had to do before the start of the new season. Now it is time for us to begin Game 7 right here. Let's go through this. I stood outside the home in the heat of summer. The previously frosty wine bottle I was carrying while bordering lukewarm. I was invited here by... My god. I was invited here by one of Springfield's many school principals, Seymour Skinner. Unfortunately, since his ineptitude has seeped into his instructions on where he lives, resulting in me wandering around for some time, in a full suit, in the blazing sunlight. Straightening myself up, I rang the doorbell. Bing bong. Well, Seymour... well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions. Ah, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for our unforgettable luncheon. I gave a vague acknowledgement of those words and made my way inside. Yeah. The dining room was modest, with an ice bucket prepared to chill the wine, making it the first thing Seymour had done today that actually met any standards. I set the wine down and seated myself as Seymour went ahead and took... You know what? So far, this is perfect. Like, you have steamed hams, like in Umineko, and so far, it is doing it so well with this description right over here of what is happening. It's perfect so far. Principal Skinner shut the kitchen door and methodically walked towards the oven. Steam was pouring out in front in dense clouds. Steam? Is the food prepared yet? If someone heard Skinner say this, they would have assumed he was talking to himself, and that he would soon open the oven to check the meal within. He never mentioned to open the oven. In fact, he never moved at all. Instead, the steam became more turbulent, twisting and billowing, growing thicker and thicker until it almost looked solid. No, he really did become solid. Oh. Hello. Okay, now we're going some completely different direction. The steam coalesced into the form of a young man in a waiter's uniform. Ah, hold on a second. Are we actually gonna have like another one of the 72 demons? Oh man, we're expanding the lore right over here with this side content, folks. I wonder who this is. Despite the nature of what just happened, Skinner didn't seem surprised in the least. I'm afraid it's not quite ready yet. You should be prepared in a few minutes. Wonderful. I'm glad I can always rely on the CVT. Do you remember to make fries? Of course, sir. A platter of steamed hams and a bed of fries, as requested. Shall I prepare drinks as well? Man. Yeah, prepared. There will be no need for that. But so long as you're here. How do I look? I'm trying to make a good impression on the superintendent, you see. Well, if I may, you appear to be slouching. Slouching? That won't do at all. What I always said, a curvy spine is the devil's roller coaster. Suppose all I can do is some basic stretching and hope he doesn't notice. Do some isometric exercise. Regardless, continue with your work. After being dismissed, the waiter evaporated all at once and became steam once more. Skinner looked for something to stretch on. He wouldn't dare let the superintendent see him before he was prepared, so it had to be something in the kitchen. It didn't take long for his eyes to fall onto the windowsill. Hmm? I definitely heard something just now. Skinner talking to someone? I don't know. Why don't you check yourself? It would be rude to just barge into the kitchen, but if I asked where the bathroom is, that would probably justify it. Yeah. Found Skinner with his leg hanging halfway out the window. The thick dark clouds spewing from the oven. Superintendent, I was just... Wait. Ah. Wait, wasn't there like, there was the song that plays right over here. And there was also the superintendent um, screaming Seymour's name. Let me see right over here. Let me see if I can remember. Skinner with his crazy explanations. The superintendent's gonna need his medication. When he hears Skinner's lame exaggerations, there'll be trouble in town tonight. Seymour! Superintendent, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me? Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour? Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. It's steam from the steamed clams we're having. Mmm, steamed clams. Skinner rubbed his stomach to emphasize the fact. Chalmers glared at Skinner, but ultimately relented and returned to the dining room. Ooh! Dun 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 dun. This is great. This is the best thing ever. Remarkably, Skinner returned just a few minutes later with unburned food. Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers. I thought we were having steamed clams. Oh no, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers. You call hamburgers steamed hams? Yes, it's a regional dialect. Uh-huh, what region? Okay, a little bit of a typo there. Upstate New York. Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed hams. Oh, not in Utica, no, it was an Albany expression. I see. Hold on a second. Suddenly the world expanded, and the luncheon was being observed by a man who appeared to be superintendent, who was sitting in a room that looked very much like the same dining room he was observing. Ah yes, the witch room. Hope you enjoy it. Hey, what's with those two weird-looking girls there that are observing? One with pink and one with blue hair. Sitting across from him, however, was a man who could hardly be mistaken for Principal Skinner. Oh! After all, Principal Skinner was meek, incompetent man who stumbled over himself constantly when trying to keep up appearances. Okay. You know, I have been told about this like Umineko steamed hams like a while ago. I think it was after game 5 or something. I don't remember. Either way, they said that it was spoiler, and yeah, I guess I can see the spoiler right around now. Sheesh. You cannot even play this game until game 6, or I don't know, I guess since now I'm playing after game 6, I guess it was the best option for me to play right now, according to my viewers or something. Yeah. You cannot really play this game until much later in the main story. This man, on the other hand, has such a confident presence that it almost made him seem lazy. his large cloak crumpling unevenly as he leaned back in his chair. And a tray of tea that he hadn't gotten around to brewing yet sat on his half of the table. Like I can imagine like what is going on right over here, but in Simpsons animation. But despite that, the cloakman was indeed a principal. Like, you know, if I'm to talk about my viewing experience of Simpsons, I haven't watched much of it. Then again, I wouldn't like. I'm not one to go out of my way to watch like Simpsons or Family Guy or South Park these days. Like I used to watch South Park like years ago. Like I watched like the many seasons and such, but yeah, that's definitely not for me these days anymore. Oh, what seems to be the issue? Your piece definitely said it was steamed clams earlier in the kitchen. In fact, he said it twice. Mm-hmm. And? It means you were obviously lying just now. Okay, you know. I think that this is something that I have to really pay attention to. Like, I didn't think about this, like I didn't actually stop and think about what I'm actually reading. But in this type of like text box dialogue type right over here, they don't say the name of the one who is saying this line. Like I have to pay attention to who is saying this. I guess I managed to do this like subconsciously thus far. For example, now this line was said by the superintendent because I saw his sprite move and such. Does it really? What if my piece simply misspoke? Surely you aren't going to treat a mere slip of the tongue as evidence of anything. But doing it twice in a row? Has such a thing never happened to you? Okay, you see that was a moment right over there where I wasn't sure whose line that was. Was it Skinner's or Chalmers? Has such a thing never happened to you? I find that hard to believe. Frankly, I'm not interested in the elocution of my piece. I'm much more interested in one you fought on my summon. Wasn't he everything a magical cooking companion should be? I don't care about that. It's all some sort of trick. You probably just have someone else in the house helping you cook. How rude. But I get the thing you will dwell on this issue. So allow me to make it plain with the red truth. Oh! The only people in this house at any point today are Superintendent Chalmers, Principal Skinner, and Agnes Skinner. Agnes Skinner? Ah yeah, like Seymour's mother, I think. Superintendent Chalmers refers to both you and the man who brought wine to this luncheon. Okay. Principal Skinner refers to both myself and the man who invited you to this luncheon. Okay. Agnes Skinner refers to the woman currently on the second floor of the house. She does not interact with the luncheon in any way. I feel it would be simpler if we just refer to ourselves instead of saying my piece and your piece over and over. Okay, well, I do have to ask this. When he says luncheon, he refers to what we have here on the table, right? Well, when we're talking about the luncheon, we're talking about the food. But what about the oven? Can we say that Agnes Skinner never interacted with the oven in the kitchen? Now, he does say that right now Agnes Skinner is on the second floor, but what about before? It's all about the timing of the red truth. My familiar is not a person, of course. He's a being born of my own magic. That was oddly detailed. No, that doesn't explain all the smoke I saw coming out of your oven. And especially the one that is coming out of your ass, like right now. Your pants are on fire. You saw smoke? When exactly? Well, I didn't really get a clear look at it. But it was definitely smoke. Ho 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 ho. You have a truly interesting conception of what definitely means. Are you sure you didn't mean to say, I have my own stubborn, ignorant assumption of what was coming out of the oven? Umineko in a nutshell. Don't mess with me. You know damn well steam doesn't look like that. And yet you can't say for certain it was smoke, can you? Even though you saw it yourself. It was on the far side of the kitchen. Just couldn't get... It was just on the far side of the kitchen. I just couldn't get a good enough look. I still know for sure it wasn't steam. I realize why you can't see it as steam, you know. It's because you lack that single element. Oh, that single element. Please, Seymour, enlighten us. That one precious element that all humans need. What are you babbling about all of a sudden? Single element? What in the world does that mean? For a moment, Seymour's eyes lost their arrogant spark, and they became gentle and soft as he smiled plainly at Chalmers. Love. Without love, it cannot be steamed. Oh, give me a break. Let's just get back to the game. You mean luncheon? Okay. Man, the room was almost silent. Also, yeah, you know, this has been going on for quite a while. It is typical Umineko. I think I've seen, okay, first there was a video that my viewers sent me of this, which I guess now I see that it was actually a playthrough of this. I think it was like 18 minutes long, and there was like a description, like in the description there was the link download for this so that I can play it myself and such. Yeah, it is definitely Umineko, like down to a T. The room was almost silent, except for the occasional sound of hams being eaten. You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger. Oh, no, Paddington Skinner Burgers! Old family recipe. Recipe? Again, another typo there. 4 steamed hams. Yes. Yes, and he called them steamed hams despite the fact that they are obviously grilled. I removed the bun from my burger and showed Skinner what was clearly grill marks on the patty. Yeah, you know that one thing I should... Excuse me for 1 second. Oh, of course. Skinner had to seat and enter the kitchen. Before coming back almost immediately and making a large, exasperated yawn motion. Like a puppet with strings hadn't yet cut. Ooh! Oh, whoa, that was wonderful. Good time was had by all. I'm pooped. I glanced at my watch. It was getting fairly late. Yes, I should... Good lord, what is happening in there? I jumped out of my chair, unable to comprehend what I was seeing. As the door was still swinging open from Seymour's hasty return, I could see a bright, fiery glow behind him coming from within the kitchen. Oh my. Just, what is this? Wait, do I recognize this song? No, like, I don't remember this song. Oh. Is this actually spoiler for episode 7 and 8? Maybe this is a song from episode 7 and 8. Oops. Oh well. Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. I set down my lemon tea and paused, thinking hard to myself. After everything that unfolded up to this point, I had only one question on my mind. Is the tea supposed to be this strong? I was brewed this way. Do you take issue with it? Wait, never mind that. Aren't you going to give your ideas on what is happening? How I conjured an aurora into my kitchen? Oh, I'm not really concerned about any of that. Once I see the inside of the kitchen for myself, none of your claims will matter. Oh my god, well, this song is loud. Like I put this on like at 2%. Like any lower and it's like mute on my headphones. So you're just going to wait until you have all the facts without making any theories. How dull. But if you insist. May I see it? No. As soon as I said that, I was instantly escorted out of the house. And the moment we stepped out in front of the door, that shrill voice of an elderly woman howled from above. Seymour! The house is on fire! No wonder, it's just the northern lights. Well, Seymour, you are not Philip, but I must say, you seem a good ham. I turned and began my walk home. At least this time I knew where to go. But when I heard that woman's voice, this time screaming for help, I looked back at Seymour one last time. He gave me a big thumbs up, ensuring me that all was well. The aurora Seymour mentioned had now spread to the front of the house. It was somewhat visible, glowing fiercely through the windows. I've never heard of anyone being hurt by an aurora. I've never heard of anyone being hurt by an aurora, so I decided to leave him to it. There was also an excessive amount of those same dark clouds coming from the house. So I figured he must be having steamed hams for dinner too. It was only natural that someone who steams so... Jesus! Like, the DJ is going ham right here, man! Can't wait to hear this in like the next games, Jesus. Satisfied both mentally and nutritionally, I resumed my walk home. And there you have it. Now then, your theories, if you would. What the hell was that? Where do I even begin with such a farce? Why didn't my piece just accept everything he was told? Why wasn't he let into the kitchen? Are you cheating somehow, Skinner? My, to think you would accuse me of cheating because you saw your piece act as a polite guest. Quit avoiding the question. Are you cheating or not? Pointing a finger. I'm not cheating. Really. Would it kill you to at least try to reason it out? It's just like I said earlier. Someone else is helping you. You probably screwed up your luncheon just like you screw up everything else. And now you're trying to pass off a raging house fire as the godforsaken northern lights. Well, it is a good blue truth, but where that's not it. I already told you in red. No one else is in the house today who can help with the luncheon. Maybe someone outside the house passed hamburgers through the kitchen window. Nobody passed anything to me through any window. Really now. An unknown hammocks. Okay. I'm starting to understand why you were so reluctant to explain things when this is the caliber of your reasoning. Ah, such an incompetent superintendent. There's a very obvious solution to all this that you haven't even considered. What, that I can accept all this magic nonsense you keep alluding to? Even simpler. Just take everything with sincerity. Accept the steam, the aurora. Acknowledge that all that happened here is your dear employee prepared a wondrous luncheon for you to the best of his ability. Absolutely not. That's almost as unbelievable as magic. No, it might actually be worse. There's no way I will ever believe in something like that. And then explain yourself. Prove that this house fire you allude to really happened. He has said something interesting earlier. That Agnes does not interact with the luncheon in any way. Didn't we just hear her screaming from the second floor window? Ah, I see. I consider the luncheon to have ended once we left the house. Ah. Hold on, I think I'm screwing with my English right over here. Luncheon is the entire like moment of eating and such. Well, in that case, everything lines up perfectly. Agnes is the one that cooked those hams. She did it before the luncheon even started, and maybe even then, and maybe even made them for some other reason. That way, you wouldn't count as interacting with the luncheon. Ooh, nice. You then reheated the hams, which was also the cause of the fire due to your intense inadequacy. To top it off, she proved that there really was a fire all along. Preparing any of the hams beforehand counts as interacting with the luncheon. I would prefer if you didn't make Mother out to be some sort of accomplice, not that you care. And what's this about proof of a fire? And spare me the where there's smoke there is fire spiel. You can even prove the existence of smoke. She yelled at the top of her lung. She yelled at the top of her damn lungs that there was fire. Oh. Don't tell her I said this, but, well, her eyesight isn't what it used to be. Give it up, Seymour. If you want to prove that Agnes didn't see a fire, then use the red truth. You can't, can you? The red truth? Well, the issue with that is, my mother never saw fire in the house today. Nor did she hear, feel, smell, or otherwise sense a fire, in fact. No fire existed in my mother's house at all today. Oh. What do you even mean by that? Don't pretend you didn't understand me, you fool. You know exactly what that means. Now explain everything if you truly intend to oppose the truth I laid out. There was no fire in Mother's house. Wait, I got it. Smoke machine. Use some sort of machine that makes some smoke and something to make some kind of fake flames. You use some sort of machine that makes smoke and something to make some kind of fake flames. No fake fire, fake smoke, or devices to create either existed in or near this house today. Yeah. It is one of the Nox commandments. No scientific explanation for it. That doesn't make any sense. What else could it be? The Aurora Borealis, you pathetic man. Just accept the truth that's right in front of you. An Aurora Borealis. Could it really exist in Skinner's kitchen? And thus we end Game 7. We both, Seymour and the superintendent, looking at the Aurora Borealis together in the Golden Land. I mean, there were memes. There were videos of that. The chance of seeing them is almost 100% if you live far enough up north. But down here in America, the chance of seeing one at all is incredibly low. Maybe only 0.1% chance per day. And if it's during the summer, when the effect is at its weakest, it's more like 0.01%. Even that is only when it's nighttime. During the day, the chances must be something like 0.000001%. It's unlikely. It is possible. A 1 in a quadrillion chance for it to be bright orange, one of the least likely kinds of aurora, and be located specifically within Skinner's kitchen? Something like that would certainly be a miracle. What's gotten into me? Of course it's not possible. There's no way something like that could ever happen. But then, how? How does any of this work? Damn it. I just don't understand. None of this makes any sense. I'm giving up already? What happened to all that bravado you had earlier? Come on, Superintendent. I know you can do it. Think! Don't stop thinking! Just what kind of trick did you use? It has to be something convoluted. Something ridiculous. It's... Oh no. delightfully devilish. Seymour! Umineko no Koro ni Musu. Nice. Additional new elements. The inanimate carbon witch, in commemoration of this sojourn, has prepared a gift. Ooh. Is there actually something real? Oh, tea party! You've done well to make it this far. Did you enjoy your stay in Springfield? The Carbon Witch has granted you an invitation to her tea party. We hope that you choose to attend. Well, what is that? Choo. Is that like a meme that I know? Get away. We have some tea party. Oh. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, I get it. Yeah, there was like a extra split moment of seeing the fire car going to the house as well, I guess. That was the tea party? Wow. Man, that was great. Well, actually, we actually have like a new one? Okay. Question mark. I wonder what this is gonna be about. What else is there that I have not seen? Ah, we actually get to see 1999. Are we actually gonna see Seymour go to Krusty Burger? Angie. Well, what did you think? Were you able to solve it? For what purpose would you show me this? What's wrong? When I told you I had a never-before-seen forgery, you could barely contain your excitement. You deliberately misled me. If I had known all you had was some ridiculous fan fiction, yeah, you know, she was ahead of the time as well. I mean, when did they make like Steam Ham the episode for Simpsons? Did she actually create? Nah. Maybe she created Simpsons. Ah, that's right. I forgot you only like fan fiction about the death of real people. As soon as I said that, I rose from my seat. Wait, please. must have more to show me besides this. Lo and behold, he actually enjoyed it. The man called out to me, but by that point I was already in the elevator. Even at the very end, he was desperate to disgrace the dead.
Number 8. Number 8. Number 8.
Turn that off.
Number 8.
What, you don't like conceptual artists? Okay. Is that the part of M. Zaki's new album as well? Not as good as Monochrome Clock. I reached over and turned it off myself. Amakusa looked genuinely disappointed when I did this. Damn. I guess I'll put on something else. He suddenly turned away the offending tape and he replaced it with a new one. So, how did it go? I don't think he appreciated it. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's never even watched The Simpsons. It was probably impossible to understand if you haven't watched the show. Well, you know, it is nice to see Angie enjoy something. Something like The Simpsons, I guess. Anything that makes her happier and distract herself from all the death that is going on. Well, it is pretty weird for anyone to watch a show like that here in Japan. Okay, that was Amakusa. I'm trying to say I'm weird. I'm not the one who hauls a golf bag around when he doesn't even play golf. It doesn't hurt to be prepared, lady. Speaking of preparations, what are you doing for New Year's? Huh? That's still a couple of months from now. Isn't it a little early to be worrying about that? What even is this song? Is this a new song as well for the next games? This isn't just any new year. It'll be the year 2000. Wait, do I recognize this? It is a... I feel like I recognize this song. You never see a New Year's like this ever again. And besides, you only get so many New Years. This isn't just any New Year. It'll be the year 2000. You never see a New Year's like this ever again. And besides, you only get so many New Years in your life, so you shouldn't waste a single one. I don't plan on wasting any. That doesn't mean I need to be the kind of person who schedules months in advance. Still, the year 2000. I guess it is pretty incredible. Here's to another lousy millennium. You really shouldn't watch so much foreign TV, lady. I kicked the back of Amakusa's seat. Song is Classical Gas by Mason Williams. Okay. Okay, well that was an interesting little side moment. Wow. Is there more? I guess that's pretty much it for right now. Okay, well, I guess so. I guess it is time for me to create my investigation video for this and then move on to Game 8, the final game.